vlogging now. Good morning, everybody. So we are on a Warner Brothers tour today. I don't know if this will get flagged in the background. Oh, she stopped. Right, okay. We're on a Warner Brothers, not Universal, Starline tours today around the studio. See, this is where they come through for the Oscars. Yeah. It's pretty cool. You might recognise it. We might not. I didn't recognise it. Mum recognised it. But I'm just excited. We're doing 2 tours. What tours are we doing?
The Warner Brothers studio tour.
Okay, but there's 2, so...
Oh, and then the movie, the Homes thing.
Oh, the Homes one. Okay. I think we've got one. It's being advertised at. Look! This is a little bit more recognisable. Coming up the stairs from this way. I'm just running up the stairs. We're going to be late for our tour. We are here. Is there something about the eyes?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I don't remember where we saw it.
I know. Yeah.
I know there was something about the eyes, which
Wants to your needs. I had some guests talking about the Big Bang Theory. I'll talk about the Big Bang Theory. Friends? Okay, I'll talk about Friends too. How about Batman, for instance? Yeah. Okay, Batman. Let's see. We have a lot of movies shot here, of course, because we are a movie studio. Such things like the 1982 Annie. The Muppets shot here. That's not even Warner Brothers, but they shot here. So, one of the first things we're going to see right over here is a nice little area known as Park Place. Looks like they're doing some work at the moment, prepping for some TV show. But this front of the building was once the front of the casino for Ocean's 13, owned by Al-Pacino in the movie. As you can see, that looks nothing like a casino right now. We can transform these locations using what we call plant-ons. Just a temporary addition to the building to look more like what we need it to be. The reason why we didn't rent out a real casino, they're extremely expensive. We would have had to pay for every dollar that they would have received if a gambler attended their facilities. Instead, adds up quite a bit. This was a safe, cheaper alternative. Also for Austin Powers Gold member. If you remember the opening scene where Steven Spielberg's directing the movie within the movie, that happened right here. Mike Myers stood on the edge of that lawn, shaking his head. He didn't like what Steven Spielberg was making, so they then broke out into that classic Austin Powers dance number. You saw stand-in for Steven Spielberg do a couple of spectacular flips. Then, right over here, we have what is known as Hennessy Street. It's named after a production designer, Dale Hennessy, who worked on the 1982 version of the movie Annie. This is not being... Oh, pardon me just a sec. Sorry, just needed to listen to that. But yeah, one of the reasons he got his name here, all the fire escapes that you see along the sides of these buildings are authentic New York fire escapes, which he helped find himself. Now, normally we don't like to keep things around when we're done filming something here, but because this looks exactly like New York, we made an exception, and they've been around with us ever since. On our right, this beige building, for the 1982 Annie, that is Miss Hannigan's orphanage, played by Carol Burnett in the film where Little Orphan Annie and the rest of the orphans resided. This was also transformed into Gotham City for 3 Batman movies, including Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. That last one not being a spectacular film necessarily. But for Batman Returns, when Penguin takes control of the Batmobile, he drives it up and down this same road over and over and over again for that entire 4-minute sequence. This was the only street you were seeing. We just kept on changing the angles of the camera so you guys wouldn't notice a thing. Gray building. For the movie The Mask, starring Jim Carrey, this was his apartment complex. Lived on the highest floor, never paid his rent. At one point, though, he went flying out the window and cursed splat on the ground right there. But because he is already wearing the titular mask, he just lifts his face up like a cartoon and goes, "Look, Ma, I'm Roadkill!" To our left right here, between these 2 iron gates, for Friends. This is where Phoebe found the finger in her soda. Then good things keep on happening to her. The karma is out of balance, which she is just extremely upset by. For the musical turned movie Rent, this was used for the opening number, Rent. You saw people standing on the various fire escapes, burning up papers, and throwing them all over the place, singing, We're not going to pay rent. Makes sense. Brown building were Pee-wee's Big Adventure. This was the pet store. Pee-wee runs inside because it's on fire, trying to save all the dogs, the cats, the other animals. But he hates snakes. Each time he sees them, he has a disgusted look on his face. But he finally rescues them too, runs out onto the sidewalk, and immediately faints. Which was not originally in the script. The actor Paul Rubin really did faint because he really did hate snakes. He tried using fake ones, but Tim Burton just did not like the look of them. Don't know why I couldn't speak for a moment. But he did like Paul Rubin fainting so much, he kept that in the final version of the film. What happens in Hollywood? On our right for the Big Bang Theory, this corner, this is where they had their Justice League outfits on. They were ready to go out there, maybe fight some crime when they see some crime occurring right across the street. So naturally they do what any other superheroes would do, and probably run the other way. Sorry. Small space, have to make sure I don't hit anything. But yes, we do use every inch of our studio lot for filming, even this entire parking lot. But for such things like Terminator Salvation, we actually turned this parking lot into the middle of a desert. We poured sand all over the ground to set up green screens in front of each and every one of these buildings. And then right in the center of it all was a huge helicopter crash site for the opening scene. It really is amazing, the transformation they're willing to take in these locations. We have one of our oldest exterior locations available on the studio lot, our New York Street. These streets you are about to see are the streets Detective Sam Spade, played by Humphrey Bogart, walked up and down back for the film The Maltese Falcon. On our left, we also have a downtown Chicago set. This L track you see right here, that was originally brought in thanks to ER, but it cannot actually support a train. It is just made out of aluminum and chicken wire. Looks extremely convincing, all things considered, but to actually put a train on top of it, they just use CGI. This New York Street was also transformed into futuristic Los Angeles for the movie Blade Runner. As you can expect, looked completely different from how it does now. But our production designers expanded out all of these buildings, these facades, and then populated the street with a lot of futuristic looking cars, props, and you know it's the future when neon signs are hanging just about everywhere. For the Big Bang Theory, on our right, this is the movie theater where they tried watching Raiders of the Lost Ark, featuring an extra 21 seconds, while standing patiently in line right there though, Will Wheaton, Sheldon's mortal enemy, cuts right in front of them. They're not allowed to see the movie. Sheldon's really upset. He sneaks inside through the back, steals the film, and then runs out that door and down the street with the classic Raiders theme in the background. This movie theater, for Friends, is where Joey had his movie premiere and Chandler accidentally fell asleep, which was obviously really embarrassing for him. And for the 2012 Best Picture, The Artist, starring Jean Dujardin, he had one of his film premieres right there. For the 90s TV series Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, this building on our left is the Daily Planet. In fact, all of this was in progress for that show. Now, just to let you know, I'm about to go offline. They're doing a little bit of filming for the Big Bang Theory. We might be able to see just a tiny sliver of it. I just ask no photos, please. It's for copyright reasons. Page 25, where they make the Big Bang Theory. On our right, stage 24. It's where they currently make Mike and Molly, but is also the Friends stage. They shot seasons 2 through 10 right inside there. For their first season though, Full House shot inside stage 24, so Friends had to shoot their first season over in stage 5 instead. Which, by the way, John Stamos was not at all happy the day he discovered that was going to be labeled the Friends stage, because Full House, it was a great popular sitcom too. So, one day he came to the Warner Brothers Studios lot with a sign prepared, said the Full House stage on it, and he taped it directly in front of that flag. So, because of that, for a single day, it also was known as the Full House stage. Now, believe it or not, you've come here to Warner Brothers at a very busy time of year for us. We're busy creating a lot of new and old TV shows that are coming back. Stage 17, where they're working on an upcoming TV series, Rush Hour. It's based on the films by the same name. Yeah, it doesn't star Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker like the original film, though. I wish it did. That would be amazing to see Jackie Chan on the studio lot. Coming up on our right, stage 16, one of the tallest sound stages in all of North America, at 98 feet high. And because of that, if you look at this plaque, you'll probably recognize quite a few of the things that are shot inside there.
Ghostbusters.
I'm going to go off mic. That red light means they're in the middle of a take right now. But you see such things like the Goonies, the entirety of the pirate ship, all inside stage 16 right there. You have Ghostbusters when they're on top of the New York building fighting off the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, also inside stage 16. Jurassic Park, when the T-Rex makes its 10-minute escape from its containment cell, ate the lawyer out of the restroom, that was stage 16. I'm going to move out of the way. Looks like another version of the band which we saw, which was burned down at the Big Bang Theory, right behind us. So now we're going to hop out and actually visit a soundstage. That's what we all really want to see after all. Of course, once I come to a complete halt, again, watch your heads, watch your steps, follow me. Yeah, we here at Warner Brothers pride ourselves on having no canned laughter in one of our sitcoms. So every laugh you hear for Friends, for the Big Bang Theory, was captured in front of a real studio audience. However, it doesn't mean that we don't play around with the laughter before we release it to the public. Because when you attend a taping of a show, you're going to hear Johnny Galecki, Jim Parsons say the same jokes over and over and over again. By the 20th time you hear the same thing, obviously, you're not going to be laughing anymore. So during post-production, watch your step right here, we're going to take the best version of your laughter and place it on the best version of the scene that the actors perform. Also, we have a sound technician who listens to your laugh. If he likes your laugh, if you have a laugh that is infectious, he's going to turn your microphone up. If he doesn't like your laugh, if you have an annoying laugh, he's going to turn your microphone down. He doesn't want to hear that. Yeah, something I recommend, it's interesting, there's a YouTube video, I think of the Big Bang Theory, where they actually removed the laugh track.
Previously on the Big Bang Theory.
We were worried about you.
Don't be melodramatic. I'm just getting on a train and leaving forever.
A few things don't go your way, and your best decision is to ride the rails like a hobo?
Leonard, I am overwhelmed. Everything is changing, and it's simply too much. I need to get away and think.
Sheldon,
Yes.
I'm gonna miss you.
It's really funny and awkward to see the actors say the jokes, then not have any laughter in the background. It makes it a completely different show. This building on our right, by the way, is known as the Mill. The Mill is our one-stop shop on the studio lot where we can create just about whatever we want to, whatever comes to mind. For starters, if I have any fans of Conan O'Brien coming up on our right, they're going to see his office as Conico. This is where he's going to book guests, where he's going to write jokes with his writers. He's shot some in-office segments inside there as well, like looking for a mysteriously lost coffee mug. And that television monitor you guys are going to see, that's a direct feed to stage 15 where he tapes Conan. So it looks like they're in the middle of a technical rehearsal right now for the band that's performing later tonight. Our metal shot, the Matt lantern hanging up there, was featured in Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. It was on back of the Black Pearl itself. Now, yeah, that's not a Warner Brothers production, that is a Disney production. Any studio, if they want, can come inside and use our facilities too. We're actually very cooperative here in Hollywood. We always make sure that we have just what we need for film and TV. Then coming up right over here, we have our set construction area where we're going to create all of the locations you see on film and TV. You might recognize a few of the sets right here. We have the Big Bang Theory cafeteria. We have Walowitz's kitchen, Walowitz's living room, dining room. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately at the end of last season, yeah, Walowitz's mother sadly passed away, so he moved out of his house. I'm guessing why these sets are here for one of two reasons. We like to reuse, recycle around here if we can, so we might keep out to destroy Walowitz's old house, and then we'll take over the leftover wood and turn it into a new set. Or, what I'm hoping for, is we have a building known as Archives, the Archives, where we house some of our more popular sets, costumes. So maybe we're about to store it there. And if you were wondering if we had our own gas station, by the way, the answer is yes, we do. We're pretty much a city within a city. Now we have our own gas station, our own fire station, We even have so many people driving in and out of our studio lot at any given time. We have our own zip code, just to differentiate ourselves from the rest of Burbank. Depending on the time of the year, we have anywhere between 3,000 up to 5,000 people working here as well. On our right, of course, you see a huge Warner Brothers Studios sign. Supposedly that was placed there intentionally by Jack Warner, one of the four Warner Brothers, because on the other side of that hill, directly behind us, is another movie studio, Universal Studios. And Jack Warner wanted it to face them, just to let them know who the better studio was. Yeah, here's a good image of it right here. Also, if anyone watches the talk show, The Real, they have their offices located right down there. Yeah, we have 3 talk shows that shoot here, Warner Brothers, The Real, Conan, and Ellen all shoot here. Yeah, The Mentalist just wrapped up shooting here. They shot in stages 14 and 17. It was great having them around. Really sad to see them go.
Really sad to see this show
And
stop.
coming up on our left, stage number 11. You'll see it is the ER stage. They were here for 15 years, the most out of any television show. And over the course of their run, they were nominated for 127 Emmys. So hey, we had to give them something a little bit extra.
There's nothing in
And here
there.
we have our lovely little rose garden area coming up. But one of the things you'll notice is we have an administration building right here on our left. But that second floor at one point was actually an apartment for Betty Davis. She did 55 movies for Warner Brothers, the most out of any actor or actress. She was known as the 5th Warner Brother because of it. She was here so much, so she had to live here too. For fans of Ellen, we have her offices on our right and left right here. She also likes to pull a lot of pranks here at Warner Brothers. So at one point, as a cart was driving by here, she had a hose ready to soak all of the tour guests. Yeah, a lot of fun, but I probably would have not wanted to be that tour guide that day. You know, since it is Ellen doing it, you know, totally
All
good.
right, so here's what we did. We put an earpiece in one of the Warner Brother tour guide's ear, and I'm going to talk to him. He can hear me. The people cannot. And we have hidden cameras all up through some of the buildings on the lot. And Daniel is the guide, and he'll have to do whatever I tell him to do, say whatever. Let's take a look and see. I guess they're coming down the street momentarily. Any moment. He's got these people, and
looks like the New York tenement.
Daniel, if you can hear me, say, "Here we are."
Here we are.
All right, and try to park the tram very badly. Try to parallel park.
All right, let's park right.
Tell him I'm not a good parker.
I'm not a good parker.
Sorry about that. I'm not a good parker.
Sorry about that. I'm not a good parker.
Then coming up right over here, we also have our little commissary area. You might recognize it if you saw Entourage back in the day. Yeah, Entourage saw it all over our studio lot because, of course, it was featured in a movie studio. Now, coming up right over here, you're also going to notice the sides of each and every one of our sound stages on the corners. There are those little red lights right there. Those are called wigwags. They signal when something's filming inside so people outside know to be extra quiet. Now, back in the day, though, the actor James Dean was a mischievous guy, to say the least. He would drive all over the studio lot on his motorcycle and look for when those lights were flashing away. He would then drive up right next to that location, wait a moment, and then rev his motorcycle's engine until he knew he ruined several perfect takes of a scene. Needless to say, Jack Warner was not at all happy about that, and thanks to James Dean, he banned motorcycles from the studio lot. But most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day here at Warner Brothers. There you go. So yeah, head inside that doorway right
From
there.
stage 48, script to screen. Just look at all these shows. Argo, Friends, Unforgiven, The Big Bang Theory, Casablanca. All of them were shot here at Warner Brothers Studios, and all of them went through the same production process. By now you've seen many of the working departments and shops here at Warner Brothers, but unless you snuck off without anyone knowing it, you really haven't gotten to touch anything. That all changes here. You have a chance to work both behind the scenes and in front of the camera. So get ready for your close-up. Have fun, and welcome to the interactive stage.
That's what it's like behind the camera.
So are you missing me, or are you just like... Yeah, I'm very kind of not like... One more, come on, big smiles.
On the show, outfits they wore in the last episode.
Yeah. We've been in one of these. We've been to the Leavesden one.
Shot the characters individually with a light, correct camera levels with correct matching lighting to match background makes that shot on the function. The end result is that it looks like they're flying through this environment.
Yeah, must be lit. That's things like they do for the Hobbit and things. They do that in Hobbit and Harry Potter.
We developed a technique where we would move the camera and we would move the lights around twice.
Yeah. She can't reach it. You didn't know what you were doing. You're like, what? I thought you were going to fall off it. Then. Did nearly fall off. The broom was crazy. It does look like we're about to fall off the first bit, doesn't it, as we go around that first corner?
You're Batman. I was just making a note of the prices and we'll go and have a think about what we do.
You can see the green screen like on my hair.
And those were it, right? You just did the two.
Yeah, yeah. Point, have I got to press play? Holly, do you want to press the next one? And then they build the frame. Here he comes, Dobby. We are on Hollywood Walk. Julie Andrews. Oh no. Robin Williams. Don't the Harry Potter cast have one?
Hey, house one.
Holly, I found it. The Harry Potter cast. Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe, and Rupert Grint. George Clooney. And then George Clooney in front. Look at how tiny Emma's feet are. Daniel's feet are tiny as well.
Well, that was 2007.
Well, yeah. So cool.
Harrison Ford.
Guys, come here.